when we talked the first time, I said, this is a movie that I want to see really badly. And with not skipping a beat was like, is it a movie you want to be in? And I was like, oh, yeah. I want to be in it. Yeah. We wrote the script, right? So we have the script first, and then we created like a deck, like a lookbook with all kinds of images and a description that was fun and had all the references that we had in the movie. And we just sent that with the script. Did you get it with that thing?
Yeah.
Was that helpful?
Yeah, it's super helpful. It's this beautiful kind of like, visual storybook in chapters referencing all of the amazing movies that I saw on repeat and through my childhood, way too early on cable, and just the idea of what you were after in terms of genre, in terms of what was personal to you guys, nostalgia, and this collage of styles.
For us, it was just, we really wanted it to be a fun, wild, freaky ride. And above all, as we were kind of like exploring these themes of like underdogs who, this like wish fulfillment fantasy of underdogs who were like having their day, we wanted it to be like a, blast to watch. And I think that, in our pitch deck and as we were kind of, talking to people about it, we wanted to express that like enthusiasm and that kind of, liveliness that we wanted to bring to the movie so that, the audience and the people involved, like everybody should just be having fun, like making and watching this movie.
Whether you looked at the deck first or whether you read the script first, either way, you knew, like if you read it, it immediately like put everything into context because it is in the different chapters. So like there was just this thing of like, oh, that's what they're going to do with this. Oh, that's what they're going to do with that. I just remember having that feeling. And then also like this like graphic novel comic book thing that was like really just jumping off the page. I remember feeling that. My thing was slightly different than Pedro's. I had worked with Ryan and Anna before, so I didn't even read the script and I was like, yeah, I'm in.
I was really lucky to start my character storyline in the first week of shooting, and that felt like being a part of everybody introducing themselves to the physical shooting of the experience. And it did feel a lot different than these, like, as you say, big overblown projects where you're kind of just getting into a much more intimate experience and you're fast tracking a connection to one another because there are just, the elements are us. It's sort of the thing that I've dreamt about as a kid, seeing a lot of the movies that are being referenced in this, being like seeing Sex Lies and Videotape in the movie theater, Half Nelson at what I thought was a little screening, but apparently was the premiere in New York. I'm like, was that that tiny little screening of Half Nelson? You're like, oh, the New York premiere? I'm like, yeah, that one. Basically, as an artist, as an actor, it's the experience that you're always after. And weirdly, as great as fortunate as I've been, it's strangely been a very elusive one to me as far as getting to be in that experience. I know it got hard, but not the first week when I was there.
Everybody was like working really hard to like pull something off that was nearly impossible, but
with these guys, we had like an A camera downstairs setting up for Pedro to come out of the house at the very end of the movie, one of his last shots. And so we're set up for that. The B camera's upstairs with Jay, who's like destroying people. And spoiler alert, he's killing a bunch of people upstairs. So bodies are flying around. And then we're saying, action downstairs. And Pedro's like, what? If there's bodies flying around, I'm supposed to fall. And
like bodies falling down the stairs.
It was crazy. So Anna and I were just jumping from camera to camera. And sorry for...
oh, geez, you would never know. And you see it, and you can't believe that this very, very immaculate sequence of action starring Jay Ellis is, you'd think that it was all kind of happening simultaneously while the movie was getting finished. And I sympathize deeply in terms of how challenging that must have been. But the result it's unbelievable. It kind of unnerves you to realize what you can get away with.
I remember you calling me after you saw it for the first time. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And you were like, dude, I am so sorry. I had no idea that you were up there doing that while I was downstairs doing it. He had no idea because we were truly same house, but we were fully separated. And we were both locked into
By
our
just a
own
flight of stairs.
by a flight of stairs, but we're also both very much locked into our own thing. We're going through both very big moments in this story. And so we are fully separated and fully focused in our own thing. And I actually didn't know that that's what you were downstairs doing.
And I didn't know what you guys were doing. I was like, they're really loud up there. Do they know we're rolling? And they're like,
As directors, we really do try to like protect an environment for the actors and like really give them the space to like, you know, get into their characters and feel like they're just in their own world.
We knew what we were doing. Like there was never, we weren't like unsure. It wasn't just like executing a thing. It was, let's all come in, let's create, let's all get in this together. And like, do you have thoughts? Like, I will say, you guys, for as little time as we had, as much as you opened it up and were like, tell me, what are you thinking? What do you want to try? Like with the days that we had, like the space that you created for that, I think was just really amazing. And I think it makes you want to lean in. For me, it makes you want to lean in even more and work harder and like, and get the moments.
My vision board 2024. I'm about to get all embarrassing, but as somebody did my tarot, there's this one card, it's like the sun card. It's like this little baby on a horse, and he's all like naked, and he's like, "Here I am, world," and that's my vision.
I'm excited to get back to work. I think that we've been working on this for a long time. The movie's been done for a little while, so we're happy to get it out into the world and show people and start something new and stay busy.
I think for me, I think it's a work, like, you know, ready to get back to work, especially after last year. And then I think also too, like, really excited to see this movie like go out in the world and find an audience and people be super excited to go see it.